Welcome back to a continuation of our hard mode 2 run of Backpack Hero. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to be heading straight into our Enchanted Swamp boss fight, who is the Speaker. Speaker interprets the lady with the will of the Dark Lady, okay. Which means you're summoning foes for us. What do we go for? Smelt isn't too bad, but we can use that as and when needed. So instead I think we just go for the purely for the damage here. 1, 2, 3. It is a bit of a DPS test here as well, of course, because while you do summon your friends, I think we said maybe just go for our Smelt and just focus on the enemies behind. Extra energy is quite good as well. So now how much do we get for using our block? We get 15 plus this triggering as well. So there we go, one of these blocks and all of a sudden we're adding a whole bunch. And then we just focus our damage on you behind. Now don't forget, killing these enemies in the front there, because they are summons, we don't get any experience for them. So we really don't care about taking them out. Does that add to everyone? 1 dodge to all enemies. Okay, I kind of like taking you out now. Oh, we are weak. That means 3 shots here to take you out. I think taking the dodge out, no, hang on, probably going for you was still worth it. That's okay though. Are you summoning another one of those? Let's hope not. No, okay, great. 36 block passively, thanks to our armor and armor here. Of course, the haste does help this out a great deal. Now I think we just go for you, because we've already got enough block up. And next turn we'll have you. You're not taking any action? That's foolish on your part. Lizard King's Sword. Interesting. Adjacent we have to get -1 to their energy cost this combat. That's on use. I don't think we go for that. Actually, 1 second. 12, 24. Yeah, we go for that. We reorganize. We take this here. I don't often do this, but when there's a legendary item up for grabs, it really makes a lot more sense to do so in my mind. Now we still don't take any damage, and now we just finish you off in the back. And we'll just get a departing hit on you in the front there, because you're probably one of the most annoying enemies. We see them all depart there, and nothing of value was lost. Let's get our items. Ooh, +1 to the energy cost of all the weapons and bows. Reach space below that gets plus 50% damage. So, what about if we put this here? 69 damage, rather than 27. It does work well and it combos well with the Earthstone Blade. Can we justify that one though? We really did need something better than this though, because that becomes more expensive. Adjacent room to get -1 to their energy cost this combat. So if we went something like this, that then becomes 3 cost. We use all of our energy turn 1 to do this, adjacent to this one. This becomes a 1 cost. 69. I think we keep both of these weapons here and try and make this work. Something like this, for example. Actually, how best do we do this? Something like this. We then pop this down the bottom, and then we can put our citrine here, so this still does a decent amount of damage there as well. Okay. I don't love the barbell, but we're going to try and make it work. Energy helps. Energy certainly helps. Where do we fit in our energy? Probably in place of our liquid armor. Whoops, excuse me, put that back there, thank you. Warm drink, extra healing. Honestly, we're not using our mana just yet, so why don't we take that instead? And down we go to our magma zone. I think we've got a decent chance here, I really do. I think having 1 extra energy would put us in a much better position though, than where we currently are, and we will go for some max HP here. We still have 66 gold right now. Oh, we had a forge right at the start that I completely skipped over. Oh no! That makes adjacent weapons cheaper, and we haven't made it adjacent just yet. That's not great. I think we have to pop our meal here and just get as much damage as we can. And in fact, we can go for, no, that's a heal, that's not extra energy. 1 and 2, that takes you out. Then we just go for our block here. We get some haste. And you're adding a curse, so we go 1, and you know what, we pop this as well, and then we just say, that was a mistake, we need to do better. Now, all of our 0 cost attacks are even worse now, so we can't really justify any shivs or any damage knives or anything like that. So we finish choosing, we move this here, that goes across to here, this goes here, and we still get the bonus adjacency from that. Oh boy, that was a misplay. Now we play this becomes 1 cost, and we are happier for it. What's down here? This is my forge. There are many forges like it, but this is mine. Energy to clothing right here, beautiful. Okay, that's what we were looking for. Regen to a ring is not terrible if we were to pop it onto our large heart ring, for example. Conductive spikes to a shield. We'll come back to that. Can we get 2 forges in 1 floor? I don't think I've seen that before, so I don't think so. But again, I could be mistaken. Now, if we play this, it makes our other item cheaper. So we go here, this now becomes 1 cost, and that's for the rest of the combat. That's very nice. The other good thing is that we don't take any damage for this one. And now this is still 1 cost, so now we can go all the way here. So I do like that we took the barbell. Ooh, hang on. Reach adjacent structure. Is that a structure? No, it's a relic. What about if we go like this, then that here, then that here? We start trying to get a bit of a relic build? I don't know. I don't think it's going to work for us, is it? No, surely not. Surely not. What is our cave shark do? Ooh, that's a good item. We'll take that though. And a key. I do like our key. We'll take instead of our blue fin. We do have a second key though. But who knows, maybe we'll get a chance to use them both. Now there's a shop for us as well. What do we have at our shop? Anything fantastic that works and synergizes with what we've got currently? Ooh, a fish sword. Not what we're going for, but fun. Can be used 1 time each combat. Adds 1 dodge to south. See, I do like that one as well. How much to the right are disabled? If this is not in the top row, I think we do buy this one. So maybe we sell something to make it happen. Or maybe we just free up some space and pop that there. So now that one's working, and this one is not disabled. Because neither of these two are to the right of the other. They're on different levels, and they're both in the top area as well. Bubble's not bad. We can do better economics indeed. We will go up here. Maybe I should have kept that energy to be used in here. Oh, I tell you what though, that's very nice. And 10 thorns. 10 thorns, we'll be able to deal with that. 19 damage coming in. We'll actually pop one of our blocks here now. We will then hit you. And hit you once more. And will we take some damage because of that? We will. Do we throw some weakness out there? Do we go for some extra energy? Why don't we go for some extra energy and just finish you off? Screw it. Why mess around there, right? When you can just take them out immediately. I mean, if we do get some use for that, that would be very nice. We'll go for the disgusting food. We will lose some HP using it, but I still think it is worth going for. Question mark, what do we have? Get a potion to lose 5 health. No thank you. It's too risky. We use up a key though, and this was a very, very short floor. But like, not many combats whatsoever. Shuriken, slime sword, and a cleansing potion. Cleansing potion could be very useful. We'll go to our final combat. Now the good news is that all of our attacks here will take you out. The bad news is that we will take some damage if we do it. Why don't we throw out a debuff potion then? That's now 15, 17 damage. Wait, why can't we play this? Oh, because we didn't play this one first. Right, yes, we do have to play that order of operations. And don't forget that we can use a dodge, but we should be using it when we know we're going to be taking a bunch of damage. So we go 1, we go 2, and we just wait for the poison. We won't take damage from the poison at the start of our turn, it's at the end of the turn. So if we kill you before that happens, then happy days. Extra energy, fantastic. Really want that, so we'll throw that out. Full drink is also pretty good. Everything else is kind of mediocre. We'll just leave it be. Now, anything else that we want at the merchant here? Let us see. We do have food. No thank you. I think we just keep going here. We didn't want to get any potions. We can't afford to lose our HP. Down we go. We almost have another level up, which will give us some more space. And that's probably going to be our last level up before our boss fight. Now, each combat adds 4 spikes to enemies. Okay. So we have to play this to start with. There's no two ways about that. Let's go for a whole bunch of energy this build as well. Or this round, I should say. Now that's actually a decent guy to use our dodge on. So why don't we? We'll go here. Got to use that one first, I'm an absolute moron. We use our dodge. Now we can still play this to go for you, because we can't do that for 2. Okay, we have to play this one first. Now the good news is we dodge the 24, and then both of these fail to pierce through our block. Go here, we've got enough block for you as well. Even if we go for a few extra attacks there. Alright, not too bad. We've got the haste there, of course. What is that? Paladin sword. Not terrible. We'll go for a bit of extra block. You still have 2 thorns. We're going to play it safe and slow. Actually, we could have finished you off. We didn't need to do that. But you're still dead here anyway. Easy. And we have another level up. So what do we go for? How do we build more space? What do we do? What are we going for? Why don't we go all the way to each side? And that way, if we get some gloves, we can stick them at either end and get a whole bunch of extra passive block. These items are crap. We're going to re-roll them. These items are not much better. Just as crap there, honestly. Machete's not terrible though. Let's see, if we were to pop a machete in the middle, how much free? No, that's not free. It's going to be 1 cost, isn't it? Never mind. 1 cost weapons are now absolute trash. So instead we go for a... Even the shurikens are bad. Some regen from my first wand. We can put our other thing next to it here, for example. How do we do this? Like that, like that. That potion goes there. And I mean, this for a little bit of healing isn't bad, but then it's going to be quite hard to get rid of our little jug afterwards. I think we still pop it there. There we go. Oops, excuse me. Alright, a little bit of healing. We'll heal up to full. We got our question mark. What do we have? Different item of the same rarity. Not just yet. Conducted armor. Block to armor. Slow to enemy to a weapon. How many, we got 3 options to upgrade that one. Spikes to a shield. We could go for slow on our weapon. That wouldn't be terrible. Do we have a key? I actually can't remember. We do. Okay. We have here. We got some more money. 29 to our name now, which is very nice. What do we have here? Hot load of trash. We might as well take that for some spikes to salve. Now we go down here. That's a bit of damage. Let's pop our meal. Let's then pop our Lizard King's sword. We then go here. 69 damage twice is enough to take out you. So which one do we go for? Honestly, it does not matter. 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. Now we don't need to use our My First Wand either, or anything else for that matter. And we just finish you off this way. And don't forget that we do have our Rogue's Mask, so that can be used as well. Adjacent and diagonal weapons get +2 damage. Adjacent and diagonal. This is conductive. All connected weapons, so we could pop this here, and then that's still connected to this because of the conduction value. Not too shabby, not too shabby. That's thinking with portals right there. Extra max HP or a bit more luck. Honestly, a bit more luck and more regen that we can draw from for My First Wand seems pretty a-okay to me. Now look at that, even more money. We're rich. Okay, so we start with Lizard Sword into a Gemstone Blade. We will take some damage here. Now, do we regen at the start or at the end of the turn? I can't remember. We're going to pop it down anyway. Oh, we should have used this, shouldn't we? The Rogue's Mask. Anyway, we do regen. We take some fire damage, though. It is what it is. Let's go 1, 2, and let's go... Ah, we could try and wait for our regen. I don't think it's worth it. Another key. And disgusting food. Okay. The key is good, disgusting food less. I think we prefer the energy over the heal, because we do have the regen. I think we prefer the key over their spikes. Now we keep moving onwards. Rude Rooster, okay, we know what you are, and you split into the multiples there down there, don't you? So let's go... Big Hit, Little Buckler, My First Wand, to get some regen going. And actually, you know what? We will pop our Rogue's Mask here. That way you don't hit us at all, and then your hits are pretty pathetic. Now, 75 damage, obviously increased thanks to our diamond there, so that's very, very nice. Now, if we take you out, your little friends... Oh, they do have a turn this time around. Okay, that's good to know. Now, I think we go for you, because then you add things to everyone. Dodge to everyone. We don't want to deal with your dodge. In fact, we'll just take everyone out turn 1. That seems pretty good. Leather boots. How much block is that if we were to put it there? Still only 4. Not really worth it. Extra lucky ring. Nothing really appeals to me again there. Honestly, all pretty weak stuff. Okay, this is great. You guys aren't doing anything to start with, so we just bide our time. You're adding a curse. We don't want to deal with that. pop us some block as well. Those are just regular boots. You know, if you're going to tempt me, give me some better boots than just that. Come on now. You're making a mockery of me. And again, we're really not getting any lucky items there, even with our lucky ring. Mostly just kind of mediocre at best. We have a question mark here. More potion trades. No, thank you. What did we have back at our... Let's check all of these. Wait, hang on. Do we have 2 potion masters in here? I did not know that was possible. Now, what was down here? Ah, that's right. Different item of the same rarity. What could we go for? Nothing we really want to go for there, honestly. We'll just leave it be. What do we have at our forge? Block 2 armor. That could go onto here, which wouldn't be too bad, because if that gave us block, is that just on use or is that passively? Because that's each turn. Surely block to armor should be passively there, right? We're going to try it anyway. Add block to armor right here. What happens? Is that on use? Each turn adds 2 blocks. So if we have extra haste from the likes of our shield here, for example, or one of our potions, then this will give us even more block as well. So more passive block givers are quite good. Now we could go for a whole bunch of slow to that weapon. I think we maybe look and wait to see what we got on our next floor, as we do have one more floor to go before our boss. No, we don't. Never mind. I should have added the slow to that weapon. Whoops, I didn't realize we were so far through, honestly. There is our Grand Master fight. And I think our setup is such that we're happy with everything that we've got. 21 damage, not too bad. We go for a Lizard King sword to begin with. And honestly, I don't hate building up some haste early on here. In fact, I'm very tempted just to go for our cool drink and then throw in a bit more. No, we can do it next turn if we need it. That way we actually get the use of the block there too. Now you're adding a curse, that's kind of trash. Let's go 1 and 2. You have regen. 21 block is enough. So we just keep going here. Our haste wears off, but it was bound to. 22 damage coming in. I think we have got enough of everything here to really deal with you. Our damage is sufficient. We'll take you out. You're not going to get too strong for us, I don't believe. Well, I forgot about that. We'll add some regen. We then go for 1 extra block. And we just keep throwing out these attacks. You're down below half HP. And if you summon only 1 enemy, then we can just take these guys out with relative ease. So we go 1, 2. We've got enough block. We also can remove status effects on self there, which would remove the burn. But we can do that maybe next turn once we've got the extra 8 burn on ourselves. Because we can always replenish the regen. So why don't we actually do this? We'll use this item. There we go. Now we go for 1 set of block. 1, 2, 3. And actually, if we had not used the block, we could have used our cool drink to make it across the line there. But this is going to be another win. Hard mode version 2 completed. Very, very nice. We get a level up. I think that's kind of useless, but still, we'll take it. Why not? We're just going kind of wild with it. Okay. What do we get here? Sandwich. We'll go for a gem. We'll go for a big mana stone. We finish choosing. We go and get the cheese. We complete that one there. And another good victory in this one. Love it. We're going to go for a new game here, of course. And we're going to start way back. And because we are about halfway through an episode, why don't we go for our usual? And our usual, of course, when we're halfway through a run, is boss rush. We're going to get there eventually. We're going to get it there eventually, but not yet, apparently. And we are, of course, just going for our basic character to begin with. I think that's where we start with. We could go for challenge on the others, but this is probably the character that I have the most fun with. Now, what is this? Status effects on enemies. Damage to all. Shuriken in this space is just free damage. What's this? Each turn adds 1 spikes to self. I mean, that could help us. Each weapon gets adjacent, plus 3 damage this combat. Okay. Let's see, if we pop this down... Oh, that's only a single space. Nice. So if we pop this here... Actually, you know what? If we just surround this with weapons, that's quite nice. What about a hatchet too? Hatchet, because our only block will be... Oh no, if we have passive block though. Which we can't really afford to go for passive block. So I think we just go for pure damage here, like so. Better to have the smaller one. A key's not terrible. Some healing. What is this doing? Haste to south and weak to south. More spikes. Honestly, I do love the meal though. I think the spikes is not that useful. I think we take those out. I think we go here. We're going pure damage, so we pop this to start with. Extra damage for all of these. Damage here, damage here. Maybe we get some better items in our second spot. Do I care which one we go to? Let's go to the Bramble. Why not? He who dares wins. Maybe the Bramble's an easier first floor boss. I don't know. I can't remember. Ultra Knight. Ooh, okay. We still pop this. And we will go for... Hang on, you've got 5 rage. Why don't we just put up our block this turn? Because it's not like that is only one turn, it's for the whole combat. Now 10, 9... We'll throw these because these are... No, we'll save them actually. Maybe we save it. Oh, we should be popping this every turn. That's my mistake. Now we'll hit you here for 1 as well. Then we'll put up 2 blocks. We're going to save these until your minions spawn. I think that's going to be the right way to go about it. We can also... Oh, wrong order. Wrong order. No, if you have any armor, again, we don't have armor. I always get the hatchet mistaken. Armor is not based on your block, it's based on whether you have any items in your backpack which have the category of armor. There we go. I'm still learning. I'm still learning apparently there, folks. Don't worry about that. 2 damage coming in. Let's go for double buckler again. Throw that out, throw that out. We're getting close to having you done. Your rage is dropping. 1, 2. We can take 1 damage again. Don't forget that we still have our warm drink. Ooh, gross. I guess it was like cocoa. That kind of looks like beer to me though, and warm beer is not good. Now, do we take you out this turn? That is the question. I don't think we do. I think we take you out this turn. Oh wait, you've got 14 block too. Shit. Okay, excuse my French. We'll go here. We will knock you anyway, and now we've got our acidic potions. Let's throw this out. Let's then take care of you. Why don't we throw a stacking star in case we get a... I was hoping, as you might have been able to tell, I was hoping for a lucky shuriken there so that we could get better items at the end of this combat. But we did make it through our first boss fight, and that is pretty nice. Now we want to free up some more space. Let's go vertical, like so. Click done. We then get another level up. And then why don't we also go horizontal. Now it is a very weird backpack, I realise that. All weapons get 150%. On use, it gets -1 damage this combat. Honestly, I think that's how we go. We need to go for our crazy damage to begin with. So what does this do? 13 to begin with, but then it loses damage. Okay, we're going to take it. And let's see what we have from our chest. We do have our key, so we might be able to get some good items. Oh, haste to self is okay. Throwing star is a projectile, it's a weapon, so it gets the bonus damage. Rare herb adds 3 max HP and it's destroyed. We can't use it now, unfortunately. This shield is much better than this shield. It's the same but better. Jason Diagonal Armor gets more. Now we don't actually have any armor here, so I think we just skip all of those. Max HP is okay. This floats, so we can put some weapons around it, like so. Lucky Ring, max HP. Smelt means a lot more efficient usage there. We'll go for this too. And what is this? All status effects on enemies. That's what we want to see. So I think this build that we've currently got here is pretty good. Anything that we want to swap? Maybe some Thorns to South, but I don't think it's really good enough on its own. Unstable Mana on use deals 10 damage to all enemies. We don't have any useful mana right now. The weakness isn't terrible though. I think I should go for the weakness. I should make a space for this. And what do I get rid of to do so? We do have 2 keys. We do have 2 of these as well. Why don't we get rid of a key because we might be able to add another key later on. We also have a decent amount of food. That's 23 damage for a single hit. I think this hourglass is kind of our keys to the kingdom a wee bit. Without it we might be struggling. Now we're going to our other secret area. Which one is this? This is the Enchanted Swamp. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Now I think it's usually here, our second boss that we really struggle with, but I'm hoping that this time around we get a bit more luck on our side. Now we wouldn't have minded a shuriken that does damage to all. Failing that, A bit of weakness is pretty good. In fact, do I go for the weakness multiple times? Just so that when you do go for damage later on, it isn't as bad. Now we should go for some max HP. We'll just use that straight away. Doesn't even heal us, that's rude. Okay, I think the weakness on you was quite good. How much damage do we have? We've got 18, 13. Okay, we should be able to take you out with shurikens as well. Let's go hatchet. Let's go 20 damage here, and this is 15, and this is 15. This is a 10 heal. We'll go for the heal, and how much does this damage? Okay, this is 15 as well. Everything's 15 damage apparently. We'll still kill you. Do we kill you as well? What do? You're adding weak to us? Oh, you also add the other stuff as well, don't you? Can't remember what I'm trying to think of. I'm gonna say, let's see. 18 damage, 18, 18, 18. Now this is 7 block. I do think we keep our smelt for later on in the combat here. Oh wait, we haven't killed you just yet. There we go. Knight shield, we take some damage. That's okay. We save our fish for later on. Now I think we do go for you. We want sometimes to just kind of go all in on you, don't we? That costs that to begin with. We go for a wooden blade. I think we go for our food as well. Oh, see, that damage is now dropping significantly. Hopefully we have enough damage with what we've got left here to get across the line. In fact, does that mean that we have to keep using the clubs here now? I think so. This is dangerous with so few weapons. We need more weapons at this end of the combat, assuming that we make it to the end of the combat there, of course. Now, you guys are annoying, but I think we have to focus all of our damage on you in the back line. 8 damage there. Another 10. This is now only 5 damage per. Do we have enough damage? If anyone starts healing you, then we are pretty much buggered. Okay, we keep going here. What are you doing this turn? Please don't heal. Okay, you're summoning more friends. Now that's not great, but it's not the end of the world either. I think we go for the disgusting food. We go for the damage here. Another 1, 2, oh my god, do we have enough damage at all? 3 damage per, 3 damage, 5 damage. Oh my, okay, we have to pop a smelt here, we have to go for some block. Pop another food here, we go for 1 more, and then 2 of these, 1, 2. I think we're just shy of the damage that we need here, folks. I think we're going to whittle away into nothingness here. You are adding 2 dodge to all enemies. You suck, jackass. There's our hatchet. There's our club. Our club is now doing 0 damage, our hatchet's now doing 0 damage, and our wooden blade is now doing 0 damage. Okay. And we're dead. That hurts. I really thought that we were doing quite well there. You know what? We're running it right back again. We've got time in this episode for another one. Now, key is good. Club is good. A chip sword is not bad either. We'll take that. We don't mind getting rid of the shield here, I think. I think we can justify going in and just trying to defeat the enemy with pure damage, especially with all of these. Shuriken in the space. Get shurikens in empty adjacent spaces, so let's see. If we were to use all of these ones first and then pop this one, that would be quite good. Lucky ring, not terrible. Maybe we throw away this and we just fill up these with smaller items. I don't know, maybe we can get a bit of a brick haste build going. I doubt it, but stranger things have happened. We're going to go back to our regular crypt one here, that's for sure. We're not going to mess around with those secret areas anymore. Screw that. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Ferret King. Alright, Ferret King, what you got? Oh, you got 14 damage. Okay, well, wait. How about this? Poison Star, Dart, Stacking Star, Fire Star, into Copy Star, into another Fire Star, another one. It's Shuriken in the space, okay, and a Lucky Star, there we go. Maybe we get some better items at the end of this one. There we go here. Both of our weapons get more and more expensive the more that we play them, but I think that's still okay. You're only doing 8 damage here. We might get some heals at the end of this. So we go 1, 0, and 2. And your weakness is stacking up a fair bit. You're burning, you're poisoned. You know what, why don't we go for a weakness onto you? Or can we just kill you here? Let's see. 8 damage, 9 plus 9, No, we can't. So we weaken you, and then we weaken you down to nothing. We could, of course, use our food, but I think we save it in case we can kill our next enemy quickly enough. There we go. Nice and easy, no experience from you as you are a summon. We get all of our level ups. We'll do the same here again. We go up, and then we level up again. Oh, I forgot that's heavy. And then why don't we just go all the way across to one side. Okay, we do have heavy, +1 to the cost of all weapons. Okay, on use this gets +1 damage this combat. Not bad if we have very, very cheap weapons. I think instead we go for a conductor, and we throw it around there, for example. So it's not huge, 25% bonus damage, but it does add up. And at least, unlike our barbell, it doesn't get the added cost modifier. Actually, let's look at this one. Why don't we take this out? What about if we put this up here, for example? It is 20 damage, but it gets more and more expensive. So I think we just go for the conductor, which is a safe increase up to 10 damage. Ooh, okay, it is half the damage. No, we're going to take it. We're going to take it. We're going to get our items here, and we're going to be happy about our situation. Now, we do have another brick. We do also have a left gauntlet, and that's kind of why we went for that. +8 block, very, very nice. This floats, we can get extra damage here. What about here and there? Any other weapons that we've got? I mean, a shiv's not too bad. An extra 1 damage. What else do we have? Bag of shurikens, really not good enough. Charm to enemy. Now the other thing is that we can take our dice and reroll something. Obviously not right now, as we will pop these down here for an extra 4 block too. Both of these mean an extra 2 block passively per turn. Adjacent weapons get +1 damage, I don't hate it. And go for a shield too. Is that good enough? We want to take the dice. Do we take our lucky ring or do we roll it? The food is really good. Food is really good. Adjacent and diagonal armor. Ooh. So we want to go like this, don't we? Now we get the bonus against all of these. Yeah, that's much better. Go here, we go there. The food is good, but not enough for us to justify taking it. I think we just go with the food that we've got, and we hope for the best. Now actually, is this the best way to do it? No, we can go like this, can't we? Now that gets bonus damage, 13, although it does get less damage from that. So how was that beforehand? This was a guaranteed 3 damage per, and this is 13 damage thanks to the bonus here as well. So that still works. We'll just keep it as it is. That sapphire is not worth enough there to kind of reposition our whole shtick here. Here's our deep cave. How deep? Deep enough. And straight to the finale, of course. We are doing our boss rush. Now we have the badger boss. That's a lot of max HP to get through. Some weakness will help out a great deal. This is for free. This is for free. So we just keep stacking up our weakness onto you. Now I believe that you also summon some friends, which is not ideal. But our turns currently play themselves. Oof. I think we just put up 1 block and then we still focus onto you. Oh, now we played 2. Oh no, we should have played the chip sword again. I forgot that we can play it multiple times. Now you are summoning more friends. I think we just keep stacking up on you though. Oh no, you add the rage to everyone, don't you? But I think this is still the way to go. The weakness onto you counteracts the rage that you'll be giving to yourself at least. Not the same to everybody else, of course. But still, it has potential. And we just need to keep the damage rolling onto you. If we don't, we stand no chance here. Did I play my shiv? I believe I did, didn't I? That's a lot of damage. Yeah, I just don't think we've got enough damage now that I look at it. Just a classic case of, you know, boss rush not really working out for us. Even with all this block, I think we're just dead here. Look at that damage. Look at the rage that everyone's got. The fact that they're all attacking on that 1 turn again is just too much for us. So I tell you what there, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll go back to a normal challenge run again. As we talked about, these boss rushes will come in amongst the other runs there, just if we've got some time in the episode left to spare. Speaking of which, thank you very much for tuning in there. If you did enjoy, please do drop a follow, helps it a great deal. Not a follow, a like and a subscription. Also follow across at twitch.tv/Hindoya, and I hope to see you back here, same time, same place next week, or whenever, I don't really know. When is this one going out? I've got no fucking clue. I'll catch you all later there, folks. Bye for now. See ya.